Hello, my name is Gus Hahn, and I am here to tell you about radio speaking. If you are looking to participate in radio speaking, then this is the video for you. Now, you may already have a few questions, like, Gus, why are you sitting backwards? Well, I'll tell you later in the video. But there is a couple things you're going to be able to do before you can even start. You're going to have to be able to think on your feet. That means you're going to have to participate in-class impromptu speaking, which may seem like a pain, but it is very useful. You're also going to want to have materials, specific materials that are going to help you in round, specifically to pick your news articles and form them into a thing that you can actually read. But you're going to want a stopwatch. You're going to want a highlighter, scissors, tape, a ruler, and other basic crafting and editing materials. For the stopwatch, you can use your phone, but they don't really like it, but they'll let it slide. And most of these things can be found at Walmart, except for the phone. And now that you have these essential materials, you're going to need to decide on a couple of things. You're going to need to know your radio station, you're going to need to know your frequency, and you're going to need to know your name. Such as, for example, for the station, you may be channel HA, and your channel might be 57.3, and your name might be the Spud. Your radio is a 6.5 to 5 minute event comprised of an intro and closing statements, which should be around 1 to 2 minutes. You're going to have an ad to show that it's an authentic radio show. And this ad is going to have to be 30 seconds long. You can't have it under, but you can have it over. And this is where you can really have fun. So you may have it just like, hello, my name is Gus Hahn. Radio kind of station, you know, where you're talking really low. And you might have this ad where you go, hi, my name's Billy, and I'm telling you about wacky waggling wabazoos. And this should be the most fun in your ad. You could talk about hairspray or what kind of paint you can write on this wall. I mean, just have fun with your ad. This should be a fun part of it. And after you've gathered these basic materials and knowledge that you have, you're pretty much ready to start your first radio round. But there are still a couple of things you're going to need to know, because I don't know what a round looks like. What am I supposed to do in round? Well, I'm glad you asked. Now, when you get to your first round, you're actually going to go to a draw room. And a draw room is a room, like a big room, like in the gym, where there will be a ton of people and you'll be waiting to be called up. And then once you are called up, the overseer will hand you a packet, and then you'll have 30 minutes to pick 3 articles from that packet. Now, there'll be multiple types of articles, and this is where your materials from earlier will come in handy, because you can highlight and pick out the important details from your 3 articles. Now, some of these articles may include international, national, or just local news. So, you might have one person who's choosing about the war in Korea, or you might have another one choosing about the local weather last Sunday, because they're not always up to date, just so you are warned. During these 30 minutes, as I've said, you will need to be picking these news stories, but you're also going to want to practice. I have been to rounds where I haven't practiced, and let me tell you, it is very hard, because even though you might know most of your stuff, you don't know the main stuff in your articles, since that's brand new to you. So I suggest doing your speech at least 5 times, and since it's 5.5 minutes to 6 minutes, you should come out around 15 to 20 minutes long. So if you use 10 minutes, which is what I use way less than 10 minutes, I probably use 5 minutes of prep, and then I practice for the rest of the time, you will be more sufficient in your knowledge of your actual articles. And once you've picked all these articles and your 30 minutes are up, you now get to leave. Yeah, you're done. No, you're not done, actually. You now have to go to your room. Now, your room will be posted, and you'll go in there, and you'll go in. You shouldn't really talk to the judges, nor should you look at them, because there's supposed to be a wall, and they're supposed to see it as they're actually hearing it on the radio, not you're looking at them. This is one event where you can look at your papers, so it's important to have any notes or any side notes on your paper. And that's pretty much it. Once you get into round, you start your clock, and away you go. And once you've finished, you can turn around and say, "Hey guys, did I do okay?" No, don't actually say that. Don't say that. But that's pretty much it. You finish your speech and you end your round, and look at that. Hey, I'm at 6 minutes and 3 seconds, so I think I'm going to stop now. But that's basically radio in a jiffy. So remember, radio is about looking at the back of your head. Bye!